Hello, the Stoic quotient. Today, we're diving deep into the complexities of human connection. We're not here to sugarcoat or sidestep the truth. No, we're here to confront one of life's toughest realities head-on: relationships. These bonds can elevate us to the heights of Olympus or drag us down to the depths of Tartarus. So, how do you know when it's time to sever those chains? When should you look at a relationship, whether it's with a friend, a lover, or even family, and say, enough? This isn't about being cold or callous. It's about wisdom. It's about having the courage to face the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. It's about understanding that sometimes the most loving thing you can do for yourself and for others is to let go. Today, we're exploring 11 signs that it might be time to end a relationship using the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that has guided great minds for over 2,000 years. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Isn't Stoicism about suppressing emotions and being cold? Nothing could be further from the truth. Stoicism is about living with virtue and facing challenges with courage and wisdom. It's about making tough decisions not from a place of anger or fear, but from clear-headed rationality. So buckle up, this isn't going to be easy. We're going to challenge some deeply held beliefs and shine a light on uncomfortable truths. But I promise you this, if you stick with me, you'll walk away with a clearer understanding of your relationships and yourself. Are you ready to take control of your life? Are you prepared to make decisions that align with your highest values? Are you ready to cultivate relationships that serve you and dare to let go of those that don't? Then let's dive in. Here are the 11 signs that it might be time to end a relationship. Sign number 1, stunted personal growth in the journey of life. You are the protagonist. What do all great heroes do? They grow, evolve, and become better versions of themselves with each challenge they face. A healthy relationship should fuel your personal growth, challenging and inspiring you to reach new heights. But what if instead of fuel, the relationship feels like an anchor? Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." But when a relationship is holding you back, it can feel like you're losing that power. So how do you know if a relationship is stunting your growth? Compromising ambitions. Are you putting your dreams on hold because they don't align with your partner's vision or make your friend uncomfortable? Walking on eggshells. Do you feel afraid to express new ideas or explore new interests because of how the other person might react? Feeling stagnant. Do you feel like you're the same person you were years ago without any personal growth? A healthy relationship should help you grow, not shrink you to fit someone else's expectations. If you find yourself shrinking rather than expanding, it might be time to make a tough decision. Sign number 2, persistent negative emotions. We're not talking about occasional arguments or moments of frustration, but a constant, biting feeling of negativity that follows you like a shadow. Imagine waking up every morning with a weight on your chest, or dreading interactions with someone who's supposed to be close to you. Marcus Aurelius said, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it." But how do you know if you're caught in a cycle of negative emotions? Sense of dread. Do you feel anxiety or dread when you know you'll see this person? Walking on eggshells. Are you constantly afraid of triggering an argument or negative reaction? Feeling drained. Do you feel drained or angry more often after spending time with this person? Negative emotions should be a red flag. If a relationship consistently brings more pain than joy into your life, it might be time to reassess. Sign number 3, manipulation and control. Manipulation and control are like a poison that seeps into the very foundation of a relationship. Epicurus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." But what happens when someone else is trying to master you? Guilt and isolation. Does this person make you feel guilty for having your own thoughts or desires? Do they try to isolate you from others, exploiting insecurities? Do they use your insecurities against you? If someone is trying to control you or manipulate your actions, it's time to reclaim your autonomy and take back control of your life. Sign number 4, constant stress and anxiety. Constant stress and anxiety in a relationship can erode even the strongest individuals. Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." But when your relationship is a constant source of stress, that suffering becomes your reality. Walking on eggshells. Do you constantly fear saying or doing the wrong thing? Dread. Do you feel a sense of dread when you see their name or think about them? Physical symptoms. Are you losing sleep, appetite, or focus due to worry about the relationship? A healthy relationship should be a refuge, not a source of constant turmoil. If your relationship is consistently disturbing your inner peace, it might be time to reevaluate. Sign number 5. Lack of mutual respect. Respect is the bedrock of any healthy relationship. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." In a relationship without respect, you might find yourself stooping to levels you never thought you would just to be heard. Belittling opinions. Does this person belittle your opinions or ideas? Dismissing feelings. Do they dismiss or mock your feelings? Differential treatment. Do they treat you differently in private than in public? Respect isn't negotiable. If you're not being treated with the dignity you deserve, it might be time to move on. Sign number 6. Living in illusion. Living in illusion means seeing a relationship not as it is, but as you wish it to be. Epicurus said, "It's not things that upset us, but our judgments about things." Making excuses. Do you find yourself making excuses for your partner's behavior? Idealizing the past. Are you holding on to the memory of how things used to be, rather than facing how they are now? Idealized partner. Do you have an idealized version of your partner that doesn't match their actions? Facing reality can be painful, but it's necessary for true freedom and happiness. If you're living in illusion, it's time to face the truth. Sign number 7. Compromising core values. Your core values are the compass that guides your life. Epicurus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." A relationship that asks you to compromise your core values is unhealthy and soul-crushing. Crossing lines. Are you doing things you swore you never would? Shame. Do you feel ashamed of your actions when you're with this person? Ignoring principles. Have you stopped standing up for your beliefs to keep the peace? A healthy relationship should align with your values, not force you to compromise them. If you're constantly betraying your principles, it's time to reassess. Sign number 8. Lack of reciprocity. Reciprocity is crucial in any healthy relationship. Seneca said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." A relationship without reciprocity is one-sided and unsustainable. One-sided effort. Do you feel like you're always the one making an effort to keep the relationship alive? Absence during tough times. Is your partner absent when you need support, but expects you to be there for them? Making excuses. Do you constantly make excuses for why you're giving more than you're receiving? A healthy relationship involves mutual effort and support. If you're giving much more than you're receiving, it might be time to evaluate the balance. Sign number 9. Abuse in any form. Abuse, whether physical, emotional, or psychological, is non-negotiable. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be like him who performed the injury." But in the case of abuse, the best action is to remove yourself entirely. Physical force. Does your partner use physical force against you? Belittling and mocking. Do they constantly belittle or mock you? Control and isolation. Do they control your actions or isolate you from others? You deserve safety, respect, and love that doesn't hurt. If you're experiencing abuse, prioritize your safety and seek help. You have the power to choose a life free from abuse. Sign number 10. Failed communication. Communication is the lifeblood of any relationship. Epicurus said we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. When communication fails, understanding and connection break down. Frequent arguments. Do your conversations frequently turn into arguments? Misunderstanding. Are you constantly misunderstood or unable to understand your partner's point of view? Silence. Have you stopped sharing your thoughts because it seems pointless? Good communication is essential for a healthy relationship. If you're the only one trying, it's time to address the breakdown. Sign number 11. Consistent disturbance of inner peace. Your inner peace is essential for a fulfilling life. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If a relationship consistently disrupts your inner tranquility, it's worth considering whether it's worth the toll. Unsettling emotions. Do you constantly feel unsettled or anxious when thinking about or interacting with this person? Inability to relax. Do you find it hard to relax or enjoy life because of the relationship's stress? Seeking solitude. Do you frequently seek solitude to escape the turbulence caused by the relationship? Inner peace is invaluable. If a relationship consistently disturbs it, it's time to reflect on its place in your life. Conclusion. Ending a relationship is one of life's hardest decisions. It requires immense courage and wisdom, guided by clear-headed reasoning rather than emotional turbulence. The 11 signs we've explored are not definitive answers, but they are crucial indicators. It's essential to reflect deeply on your own circumstances and seek advice from trusted individuals. Remember, Stoicism teaches us to live according to our highest values and maintain our inner peace amidst life's challenges. Sometimes the most virtuous action is to let go of a relationship that no longer serves your well-being. By doing so, you free yourself to pursue relationships that align with your values and contribute positively to your life. You are the master of your own life. You have the power to shape your destiny. And sometimes, that means making the hardest choices for your growth and happiness. If you found this guide helpful, share it with those who might benefit from it. For more insights on relationships and personal growth, follow my page and stay tuned for future discussions. Remember, the journey to a fulfilling life begins with a single, courageous step.